Good morning. I think today we have exercise 4, or did we do that? Okay, now exercise 4, analyzing the student essay. Respond to the essay by answering the questions below in complete sentences. Number one. Dima.
Why is the Day of the Dead celebrated? It's celebrated to remember the dead.
Okay, then to remember the dead relatives. To remember
Yes.
the dead relatives. Okay, good. Now, what special items are bought for this day? What special items are bought for this day? Yes, Nasreen? نسرين سامع صوتك يا نسرين.
Doctor, can you hear me? Yeah, people buy for celebrating, buy candles, fruit, flowers, and I don't know what also. And incense. Just.
And copal with fruit, flowers.
Yes.
I said fruit, flower, and candle. Yeah,
yes.
purple.
Yes. Good. Now, what or why do the merchants store or build the stalls? Why do the merchants build the stalls?
بقدر أجاوب دكتور؟
Yes, yes.
The merchants build stalls to protect themselves and their products from the sunlight.
Yes, to protect themselves from the sunlight. Good. Now, why do families go to the cemetery? Why do families go to the cemetery?
They go to decorate and watch other graves of dead relatives.
Yes, to decorate.
Decorate and what?
And to watch over the graves of dead relatives.
And watch over the graves of the relatives, yes. And to celebrate the day of the dead, yani to remember their dead relatives. Okay. Now, in your own words, explain why this celebration is important. Why this celebration is important. Why this celebration is important.
Maybe in their point of view, it is important for the dead people from their families to remember them and celebrate with them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a tradition.
Yes. They visit their dead relatives to what? To remember them, by making a celebration, by bringing things. And they think, those people think that their relative or dead relatives, they think that they will be happy. But if they celebrate this, or they bring flowers and incense and cobalt, so they think, those people, that their dead relatives will be happy about what? About what are they doing? What about what they are doing, okay? Now, examine the organization of the essay by answering the questions below. Number, circle and label the hook. Where is the hook?
Mexican culture is full of colorful traditional.
Yes, this is what? The hook.
Hook.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Now underline the background information. Where is the underlined background information?
One of them is the celebrating of the Day of the Dead. This special holiday for remembering the dead takes place on November 2 of
Mhm.
every year.
Mhm.
Just
طيب, what do you learn from this information? What do you learn from this information? What do you learn? What lesson do you learn? Mhm. What lesson do you learn from this information?
we get to know how about the text will be taught.
Mhm. طبعا هنا فعلا background information. Now, why do we use background information? To learn something. What is that thing? You know what? To know,
Celebration of die.
yeah, to know what kind or what is this day about? What is this day about? When you say, for example, the Day of the Dead. So the reader should know إيش what they mean by إيش by the dead, the Day of the Dead. By what? By reading background information. Either background information gives us an idea about what? About the topic. يعني what is it? What is it the Day of the Dead? Okay. Now, circle and label the thesis statement. What is the thesis statement here?
In my native town, preparation begins 3 weeks before the holiday.
And then they start preparing for the day 3 weeks before what? Before the day.
Yes.
Yes. Now, what kind of process is explained in body paragraph 3? What kind of process? Look at paragraph 3.
بصير أجاوب دكتور؟
Yes.
Body paragraph 3 explain the process of families decorating and watching over the graves of dead relatives.
Then this paragraph talks about the steps or stages that the families do to what in the day of their dead.
Yes.
Then paragraph 3 talks about what the stages of this of what you call the ceremony. Yani what do they do in this day طبعا according what to time يعني بيكونون ايش sequential order of events. Okay. Yes. Then what kind of process is explained in body paragraph 3? طبعا هون process is what? It talks about the stages or steps in what? In a logical order. Or we say sequential order. Now, the last sentence in the conclusion offers evaluation, recommendation, or warning.
Warning.
Huh?
Warning.
Warning.
لا
Does it
evaluation.
Does it warn anybody of something?
I think it's an evaluation.
Yes, it is an evaluation. Yes, it is an evaluation. It's not warning, because this paragraph or this sentence doesn't warn other people about what? About this event. Then this is what? Evaluation of the event. Okay. Exercise 5, writing an outline. Review or brainstorm ideas and free writing exercise. Then use the chart below to write an outline for a process analysis on the stages of a festival or a holiday that you are familiar with. حكينا احنا when we choose the topic we make a brainstorming. Okay, قلنا brainstorming اللي هو ايش؟ producing ideas, thinking about the topic. Then when we have ideas in our mind we start ايش؟ free writing of what of these ideas. So في عندنا one outline اللي بتشوفه outline للبروسيس. طبعا الاوتلاين في عندنا introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3, and conclusion. طبعا in the introduction we have three elements: hook, background information, and thesis statement. Now, for example, let's hear talk about or write about a holiday or festival or ceremony. And by what? Starting the topic with what? The hook. أو نسميها grabber or hook. It catches the attention of the reader. Now, what kind of hook can we write here? What kind of hook? What kind of hook can we write here? خلينا نعمل choosing the topic. شو التوبك? What would you like to write about? What would you like to write? مثلا let's talk about مثلا wedding party, your wedding party or wedding party of somebody. What kind of hook we can write here? يعني your brother or your sister's wedding party or wedding. What can we write here? What can we see? We can say my sister's wedding. شو بدنا my sister wedding was was what? My sister's wedding was Was amazing, for example. Okay, was amazing. أو we can see for example, you cannot imagine what happened in my sister's wedding. Okay. This is a kind of what hook. You cannot imagine what happened in my sister's wedding. طبعا هنا الريدر, this will catch the attention of the reader to know what happened in that wedding. Okay. This is what hook. What about background information? شو معك في شنكو ideas? You don't have any ideas about this? You can imagine here, just imagine. You can see this event took place مثلا 3 months ago. And you say 100 of people attended the wedding. Okay. What's the thesis here? What is the thesis? You see here, the wedding was one of the most amazing events in my life. Then how you see here, we have written a hook, background information, and what the thesis. Okay, now طبعا هنا عندنا ايش؟ body paragraph number 1. شو الستيجز هنا؟ body paragraph number 1. طبعا we should write a topic sentence. We should write a two-week sentence. What is this sentence here? What is the two-week sentence? What do you think? What do you think? We say the preparation for the wedding started 3 days before before what? The preparation for the wedding started 3 days before the event, for example, okay?
The wedding day.
Now before the wedding day. Okay. أنا إيش هاي؟ took sentence للفيرست باراجراف. Okay. طيب. Yes. يعني topic sentence. طبعا في عنا steps in sequence with explanation. Let's talk about إيش the preparation. What kind of preparation do we have here?
We have checked up the place we are doing in this place.
إذا نقدر نقول هنا we what?
Up all the thing.
We reserve. شو يعني reserve? We reserved. We reserved. إيش؟ نقول a hall مثلا a hall for the wedding. طبعا أنا ممكن explanation use explanation. We reserved a hall for the wedding. ممكن هنا you talk about the hall. Okay مثلا what is in the hall, how big is the hall, and so on. Okay. What can we write here? What can we write? And you can see the hall مثلا was إيش was decorated with what?
flower.
The flowers and what?
Lights.
Candle.
Candles ممكن. Candles. And can you add anything to the whole? يعني what was in the whole, or what did you do with the whole? كنت نقول كمان the whole yes was very big, that can hold مثلا 500 people. 500 people. Okay. And you can add many things what to the whole. ممكن تقول كمان inside the hole there was مثلا a swimming pool. يعني you can add many things here to what? To the hole. Okay. طيب. طيب. Topic sentence 2. What can we write topic sentence 2? طبعا احنا قلنا ايش؟ We reserved a hall for the wedding. شو next thing we should do?
The band music.
يعني you can see here we
ممكن
مثلا we made invitation. Invitation what? Cards and sent them to our friends and relatives. Okay. We made invitation cards and sent them to our friends and relatives. كمان بدي أقول we also إيش hired a music band. هون بتقدر تضيف مثلا شغلات what kind of music band. You can see
classical music.
Which presents classical songs and the music. Okay. تقدر كمان تضيف قد ما بدك على ايش على بكله على ايش على الباند والانفيتيشن كاردز. ممكن الانفيتيشن كاردز تحدد مثلا كيف اشكالهم، كيف شو عملتوا فيهم. نفس الشيء الميوزك باند شو اللي فيها مثلا الميوزك السونجز الشغلات كلها اوكي لها علاقه بالميوزك. اوكي طيب طبعا this is what طبعا بشكل هيك بشكل يعني سريع يعني we what just told you to see how we can what write. هون عندنا topic sentence 3. طبعا topic sentence 3 شو بكون فيه اخر شيء؟ احنا مش قلنا 3 weeks before the wedding؟ يعني بدنا نقسمها مثلا week 1 in the first week والsecond week third week. اوكي طبعا هون topic sentence number 3 شو بكون عندنا اخر شيء؟ What happens in the last week? We have not started the wedding ولا لا؟
preparing to the wedding.
خلاص عملنا preparation. عملنا we reserved a hall. بعدين you invited people to the wedding. بعدين you hired a music band.
هسه concluding sentence يعني
لا
وصف
يعني
ونوصف.
body paragraph 3. body paragraph 3.
اوكي.
بعد ما
نوصف
خش عندنا
الحفل.
body paragraph 3. شو بنعمله هنا؟ body paragraph 3.
نوصف الحفلة مثلا.
طبعا هسه الحفلة نفس. اوكي.
نحكي مثلا it wasn't loud party, it was هادئة claim.
تقول مثلا the party started مثلا late in the evening. Well, many people مثلا many people ايش attended the party. شو كمان؟ إذا the party started late in the evening. Many people attend the party.
ممكن نحكي دكتور إنه the service in the
يعني هسه
wedding
بنحكي شو
was good.
نحكي what happened in the party. شو صار؟ اوكي. شو what happened in the party؟ شو بنقول؟ The music band began presenting different types of music and songs قول هنا ايش؟ The bride groom and the bride what happened to the bridegroom and the groom? Descended the stairs and welcomed the guests okay. هنا نقدر نقول مثلا when the music band began presenting different types of music and songs at that time نقدر نقول at that time the bridegroom and the bride descended the stairs نقدر نقول هنا welcoming the guests and then you can see we started dancing with the band and with the brides. تقول كمان هنا ذا مثلا the drinks were offered, the drinks and sweets and desserts were offered to the guests. Okay. ممكن يتكملون. Okay. This is what examples. Okay. إذن هنا في عندنا إيش؟ Body paragraph 3. طبعا we ended the body. Now we move to the conclusion. In the conclusion, what do you have in the conclusion here? What can we write in conclusion? ممكن تقول تستعمل statement للthesis. statement للthesis. Okay. شو الstatement here? تقول مثلا we enjoyed a very wonderful wedding party and you can say I won't forget it all my life. طبعا هذا statement thesis. Okay. We enjoyed a very wonderful wedding party and won't forget it all my life. Okay. ممكن تضيف لك كمان sentence. ممكن تعمل evaluation أو recommendation للبارتي. اوكي. اذا لاحظنا هون كيف عملنا ايش؟ outline. اوكي. اذا we made here outline. طبعا استخدمنا زي ما قلنا 3 parts introduction body 3 body paragraphs. شو كمان؟ conclusion. واضح؟ طيب. Any question about this? Any question? Any question? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, good. إذا هنا عملنا outline. Okay. بس بنفس الوقت كمان احنا يعني we wrote an essay but يعني مش complete essay. It's kind of sample essay. Okay. Right. Now, developing your ideas. Reading a student essay. Read the essay. What dish does the writer prepare? Now let's read this essay and see what we have in it. Would like to read? Yes, Dima?
Yes. The Thanksgiving dinner. 3 days before Thanksgiving, I went to the supermarket to do my weekly food shopping. The cashier gave me a free 20-pound turkey because my food receipt was over $50. When I got home, I called my mother and offered to help her prepare Thanksgiving dinner by cooking the turkey. I did not know how to cook a turkey, but since I had gotten one, I decided it was a good opportunity to learn how.
إذا هنا في عنا you know think Thanksgiving Day, you know that? You know about this day? Huh? Have you heard about Thanksgiving? You haven't heard about it?
No,
now the Thanksgiving
for me,
Day, huh?
For me, no. I don't know.
طبعا Thanksgiving Day is a celebration taking place in America. Why do they celebrate this day? Huh? Why do they celebrate this day?
After fasting 40 days, I think.
No. Thanksgiving. يعني they in this day, you know, Americans celebrate this day to thank God. To thank God for what? For having what we call establishing America. تعرفون أمريكا عبارة عن كلهم immigrants from many parts of the world. So they established America as a state, and those people celebrate this day. ليش؟ يسمى Thanksgiving. To thank God for إيش؟ For their having what? For having their what?
For his giving, for having food and
yes. They celebrate this day to thank God for having or for giving them this what? This land, اللي هي America, okay? إذن every year Americans celebrate Thanksgiving Day. So in this day they make dinner, يسموه Thanksgiving dinner, okay? To what? To thank thanks. To thank God for what? For having this land or for being given this land. Okay. So 3 days before the Thanksgiving, I went to the supermarket to do my weekly food shopping. On 3 days before Thanksgiving, I went to the supermarket to do my weekly food shopping. The cashier gave me a free 20-pound turkey. You know turkey?
Yes, اللي هو زي اللحم المقدد أو
لا تركي. تعرفش تركي؟
تركي تشيكن.
لا مش التشيكن التركي.
هو ديك رومي كأنه.
أيوة الديك الرومي مظبوط. طبعا الديك الرومي يكون حجمه كبير. Very big size. Not like chicken. The cashier in the supermarket gave me a free 20-pound turkey. Then she was given a free 20-pound turkey. يعني 20 pound about يعني نقدر نقول 9 kilos, okay? 9 kilograms. Why? Because my food receipt was over $50. يعني anyone who buys more than or over $50 will be given a free 20-pound turkey. It's a kind of gift, yeah? So in the supermarkets, some supermarkets say if you buy مثلا $50 with $50, then we'll give you a present. Okay, so here this person was given a free 20-pound turkey. Why? Because the receipt, the money he paid for the supermarket was over $50. When I got home, I called my mother and offered to help her prepare Thanksgiving dinner by cooking the turkey. Then she called her mother and she asked her mother to help her in cooking that turkey. I did not know how to cook a turkey. And she said, I did not know how to cook a turkey. But since I had gotten one, I decided it was a good opportunity to learn how to cook the turkey. طبعا هنا في عندنا زي ما قلنا hook, the first sentence is hook. The other two sentences are background information. And the last sentence is what?
Thesis statement.
طبعا هو المفروض هذا Thanksgiving dinner لازم تعرف فيه لانه في ناس مش كل الناس تعرفه. اوكي بس هون انه الكاتبين هون to the American students, okay, so they know that. But هنا لازم يقول مثلا شو Thanksgiving dinner شو هو؟ يعني يبدو شو يعني شو Thanksgiving؟ لازم يوضحوا يعطوا باقي information عن Thanksgiving. يعني what's Thanksgiving؟ اوكي. المفروض انه مثلا نقول Thanksgiving Day is what it is that people that Americans, for example, celebrate to thank God for being giving the American land. This is what it should be. زي ما اقول لك لازم يكون عندنا ايش؟ توضيح او تفسير للثانكس. شو يعني Thanksgiving؟ في ناس كثير ما يعرفوا Thanksgiving. فلازم هون الرايتر كتب ايش؟ توضيح شو يعني Thanksgiving. اوكي. واضح بالنسبه لكم جزء اكثركم تعرفوش مضبوط ولا لا؟
Yes.
لازم هون الرايتر يكتب انه ايش تعرفه شو يعني Thanksgiving. اوكي.
Yes.
بس هون مش حاطين لانه بيفترض انه بيعرفوها الناس القارئ الريدرز. اذا هنا طبعا في عندنا زي ما قلنا هوك، في عندنا باك جراوند انفورميشن، في عندنا ثيسيس. طبعا هنا الباك جراوند انفورميشن بالنسبه لكم مش كافي. هنا Thanksgiving دينار، شو يعني Thanksgiving دينار؟ يعني لازم يعرف شو Thanksgiving. اوكي، مشان نعرف الواحد لما يقرا يعرف شو الموجود. فهو ناقص جمله يعني شو Thanksgiving دي شو المفروض انه ايش؟ يعني جمله توضحت مشان الريدرز الفور ريدرز طبعا. اوكي، ممكن يقول هون مثلا Thanksgiving dinner by cooking the turkey. اوكي، هون قبل الجمله هاي when I got home I called my mother كذا. هنا 3 days before Thanksgiving I went to the supermarket to do my weekly shopping. هنا جمله ثانيه بيكون يقول هنا Thanksgiving مثلا Thanksgiving day is a day which is celebrated by Americans to thank God for what? For having the American land. يعني هنا توضح شو Thanksgiving. واضح؟ بس هم مش حاطين هون. Okay. Any question about this?
No.
Okay, that's enough for today and see you next time.
يعطيك العافية دكتور.
هذه العافية.